So, let's talk about a piece of tech that's jumping right out of science fiction and into the real world of business. I'm talking about autonomous AI agents. We're going to break down how these agents are basically becoming a new superpower for marketers, letting them work smarter, faster, and with a kind of precision that was pretty much unimaginable before.
You know that feeling, right? You're just browsing for something, maybe a new pair of shoes, and then bam, ads for those exact shoes start following you all over the internet. Well, that's not magic, and it's not a coincidence. That is an autonomous AI agent working behind the scenes, predicting exactly what you want to see.
So let's properly introduce the hero of our story today. An autonomous AI agent isn't just another piece of software. Really, the best way to think about it is as your newest and probably smartest digital coworker.
Okay, so at its very core, an autonomous AI agent is a program that can literally think for itself. The most important part of that sentence, without continuous human input. This thing is designed to grab information, make its own decisions, and then act on them. And here's the kicker. It learns and gets smarter every single time it does something.
You know, a simple way to picture it is to imagine you hired a new employee who never sleeps, can sift through millions of data points in a single second, and is 100% focused on making your marketing better. It's a pretty wild concept, but it's not the future. It's already here.
All right, so how do they actually pull this off? What's the secret sauce? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the engine that's making all of this marketing magic happen. It basically runs on a continuous, self-improving loop. First, it just vacuums up huge amounts of data. We're talking everything from website traffic to customer service chats. Then, it crunches all that data, looking for patterns a human would probably miss, and decides on the best move. Next, it actually does the thing. Maybe it sends out a perfectly timed email or tweaks an ad budget in real time. But here's the really cool part. It then learns from the results. Every single action creates new data, which makes the next go-around even smarter. It's a constant cycle of getting better and better.
Now, there are two key technologies that make all this possible. You've got machine learning. That's the brain. It's what's recognizing all those patterns and predicting what you, the customer, might do next. And then you have natural language processing, or NLP. That's the voice. It's what lets an agent understand your question in a chatbot or even write marketing emails that sound like a real person wrote them.
Okay, so that's the what and the how. But why should anyone actually care? What's in it for a business? Let's talk about the real-world advantages this stuff actually delivers.
And look, the benefits here are just huge. On a basic level, you get razor-sharp customer targeting, and you save a ton of money by automating tasks and optimizing ad spending. But the really exciting part for me is what this does for your human team. By taking over all the heavy data lifting, it frees people up to be more creative and make smarter, faster decisions. Your team can finally stop drowning in spreadsheets and start thinking about the next big idea.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The experts are all over this. This quote from Forbes calls AI a game changer in programmatic advertising, which is just a fancy term for having AI agents automatically buy ad space for you, targeting the perfect person at the perfect time for the perfect price.
So, where can we actually see these AI agents out in the wild? Well, let's look at a couple of big examples from companies that I'm pretty sure you've heard of.
Check this out. You can see the exact same idea at work in two totally different places. Amazon's recommendation engine, that whole customers who bought this also bought feature, that's an AI agent watching your behavior. They also use it to change prices in real time. Then you've got Spotify. They use the same tech to build your personalized Discover Weekly playlist and to play ads that actually feel relevant to you, not just random. So what's the common thread here? The one thing that connects both of them? It's the ability to deliver a deeply personal experience to millions of different people all at the same time. That's something a human team could never, ever do on their own. It is personalization on a massive, massive scale.
Of course, with great power comes, well, a few hurdles. Adopting this stuff isn't always a simple plug-and-play situation. It's not like you just flip a switch. So let's get real about the challenges you need to think about.
There are really three main things to watch out for. First up, data privacy. This is a big one. These agents need data to work, and you absolutely have to handle it responsibly, following rules like GDPR. Second is system integration. Getting this shiny new AI to actually talk to all your old tech without everything breaking. And third, and this might be the most important one, is the human element. You can't just set it and forget it. The real magic happens when you build a hybrid team, where the AI crunches the numbers and the humans drive the creative strategy.
And that really brings us to the most critical takeaway from all of this. The goal here is not to replace people. It's about partnership. It's about empowerment. The absolute best results happen when AI handles the data at a scale we can't, which in turn frees up humans to be more creative and more strategic than ever before. So, as we wrap this up, this is the big question to leave you with. Is the future of marketing some kind of battle between humans and machines, or is it something way more exciting? A powerful collaboration, where human creativity gets supercharged by the incredible efficiency of AI. From where things stand today, all signs are pointing to that powerful collaboration. Thanks for tuning in.
You don't need to navigate this alone. Visit Content Master to use our AI agents do it for you at a fraction of cost.